Yesterday, while I was coming back from work, I agreed with my wife I was going to branch the market to buy one or two things. On getting there, I bought something of 2,000 naira, that is tomato and pepper of 2,000 naira. I was like, what's this? On my way home, I began to think. I was thinking seriously. So, one of my pattern of thought was that, if it had not been for God. Let me say this. The reason why I'm bringing this to you is because I want to instruct you. Please, brothers, soon to be husbands, hear me. Find God. Know God. Tomorrow. Tomorrow might not be that easy. Might not be as easy as you think. Sisters, learn God. Know God. Find Him. Seek Him now that you are still single. If you come into seeking for certain things late, you might not get that answer that as early as you think. I know God answers, but God also works with His own timing. Remember, during last week, as at Wednesday, my account was running zero. No, not zero. Zero is an exaggeration. Was one I had 70 something naira. It shall not zero. And now I had 20 naira. Then another one I had 300 naira. Then that collect salary, I had 200 naira. You see? So an ordinary man will be like, you don't read. And you see that you don't read and you said it's not really bad. Are we together? But you see, remember you had a family at home. You're not alone. So what I will say will be, babe, pray, we need money. And myself, I would not be like, Lord, help me. But you see, there was this assurance I had. It was that God will provide. If you don't know that assurance, you are not ready yet. Can you be sure, even with 17 naira in your account, and people must eat? Diapers must be gotten. The first sign of the answer of my prayer is that my wife went to work and came back with diapers. I was like, God is answering our prayer. Oh, I'm sure. I'm serious. That happened on Thursday, right? On Thursday. Now I know that for the next few weeks, I will not think about diapers. You see, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying this because, see, Nigeria tomorrow will not smile at you. There are tendencies that people will become homeless in the coming years. Times are becoming tough. The land is becoming stiff. And what the Lord showed me in the midnight, we are being encircled. When they say we are being rounded up already, that is, the enemy is already around us. What is remaining is surrender. Surrender. If care is not taken, you will not trust the one you are serving. So know Him now. Jesus Christ was speaking with that Samaritan woman at that well, right? In Samaria. And the woman said something. He said, why is it that he said everybody must worship in Jerusalem? Why not here? We too, we are right. Jesus Christ said, we know who we serve, but we don't know. The assurance is that the Jews knew who they serve. My question is simple to you. Do you know who you are serving? Do you know whom you are following? In years to come, some guys will join those people online and say, abeg, leave me. If not church, I know they do. I won't make money. I'm telling you. We are losing men. You know, at the time, it looked like men were becoming believers again. In my parents' set, you hardly see men in church. These days, my mom will pack all of us going to church. My daddy will be at home. Is going to that time again. It's becoming stiffer again. You keep 50k, bring it out and say you want to buy things, and you'll be amazed that 50k is like 20k in your hand. I'm serious. Find God down. Know Him. Don't seek money. Seek God. Seek God. The reason why we are teaching God teaching you knowing him, following him, be a priest of your home and all of those things. It's because a time will come, the priest must arise. Which God do you know? Sister Abasi was saying that somebody is in prayer band. Some things came up, went back to the village. They had to go to the shrine and do prayer band. Prayer band. You have to go and settle some things, pay some things in the shrine as a prayer warrior. It means though she can pray, she did not know the God that she serves. Before we go to my teaching today, I have a question for you. Do you know the God you are serving? Do you know the God you call upon every day? Do you know the God you leave your house on Sundays to meet up with? Do you know him? Do you have a relationship with him? If you don't, you're not ready. You're not ready. And I'm speaking to brothers. Many of the brothers here are close to marriageable age already. It's not a job that I want to ask if you have. I'm not about to ask, do you have 2 million naira in your account? I'm about to ask you, do you know the God of Abraham? Do you know the God of Isaac? The God that can keep you in the land of famine and provide for you in that land. Do you know the God of Jacob? The God that can keep an appointment with you and fulfill the timings of that appointment. Do you know the God of Israel? The God that can send a man just because of you and lead you through from the land of captivity into a land that flows with milk and honey. He gave the promise, he kept to his promise. Do you know this God? If you don't know him, you are still joking. You are still joking. It means you have not come to that point where you can be empty in your account and you will say cry unto the Father. Because today, you say, can we pray? People will like, how will I pray? My account dry. Okay, I will still come and preach even with zero in my account. You know why? I have learned that God will provide. And it's not because I'm a pastor. It's not because I preach. It is because I have come to learn. And if I have not learned it, I will not be able to teach you. If I have not learned it, I will not be able to tell you about it. Bro, let me put my hand in your eye now, like I'm telling you now. Do you know him? Do you know him enough? Do you know him enough? Some of us are already receiving God's will, God's will. Awesome. Please receive. Please be sure. Please settle. But before you go into that home, do you know him? By knowing him, it's not that you know Bro Moses. Do you know the way to church? Do you know pastor? No. Are you a worker in church? That's not what I'm asking you. Do you have a relationship with him? Do you have a workable relationship with him? Do you know the one that sits in the midst of the cherubim upon the mercy seat that can show you mercy? Do you know him? Because truly it looks as though the older we get, the lesser the knowledge of God that we have. That's the way it's looking like. That's the way it's looking like. It looks like some church, the longer the church lasts, the less the expression of God they see. We must return back to that place where we know how to find God. When push got to shove, guess what? Elijah began to journey. The Bible said he walked all day and all night to get to a place we call the juniper tree. It was clear that that was Elijah's God zone. It was where Elijah could find God. When he got there, it was not a time for prayer. For him, he was tired. He just lay down there. Where he was there tired, God already saw him. And an angel came to give him bread. Woke him, he woke up, he ate, and he slept back. This guy need another dose. So they brought another dose of bread. He had a place. There is a place where he could say that this is where I can find God. This is an altar. I told babe when I got, I said, I have to share this thing when I get to church today. She was like, she was in support of it very well. She was like, just don't put people under pressure. I'm not putting you under pressure, but if you're under pressure, be under pressure to seek God. Be under pressure to do what? Be under pressure to fast. Be under pressure to pray. Be under pressure to find Him. Be under pressure to study the Bible. Your path onto financial ability might not be a job. So don't go looking for a job. Go looking for God. When you find God, He will tell you if it's a job or a business. To rent an apartment now, a 2-bedroom apartment now, the last time we checked, it was 1.2 million. 1.2 M. So if you've not even gone close to 500k, you are in trouble. So don't look for the money. Look for who? The God that can provide all things, not just money. All. You might think what you need is to rent an apartment. Probably in God's plan is that you will have a house without building one. So what you need is God. Soon, those that are following God today and are not being warned like this, they will become thieves in the church tomorrow. They are in the church, they mount the pulpit, but they are thieves. Some are workers in church, but they are disbelievers in their hearts. They cannot trust Him for anything. They know how to push buttons in their place of work to get money. Recently, they've been wired and all of those. I cannot see someone, that will say, sir, this thing I want to do. Like, can I bring you in? That's to bring me in. The money they are making from it cannot even enter my head. That money is not even enough to manage life. Don't worry. I'm saying that if you go into error, the money you will make cannot still help you. See, the Nigeria of today not come to preach tomorrow. The Lord will open the windows of heaven and your bank account will be heading towards heaven. I'm not going to preach that one to you. What is that one? You will be amazed. But after giving that decree, some persons know how to make it happen. Yes, they are helpers of God. No, they are helpers of pastor. Because pastor decreed it, maybe without hearing God. We just thought that's just how to go. We just decreed. The prophetic encourages people. It makes people feel okay. I think God is. We're not going to use the prophetic for that. So I'm telling you, know God now. Know God now. Know God now. And the ladies, I'm saying it again. Know God now. Because you see, there are things that will happen that are worth a very big issue, that only a statement from God is all you need to say to it. It looks like a storm is coming, but God might just tell you, stand up and walk away. That's the end of the whole story. An instruction. If you don't know Him, I told my wife, I've become more scared about marriage these days. I'm scared. Marriage things, not because of us, but because of what I've seen with people, married people, newly, oldly, middle, anyone. I see the issues within them. The basic problem is self. Self. The moment I elevate myself over you, no matter how prophetic I am, I'm still wrong. What will help a relationship or marriage is you reduce yourself. The Bible said no man should think himself more highly. So if you are thinking yourself more highly, you will have issues. All of a sudden you have an ego that somebody is trying to trample upon. No relationship will last when self is in the number one position. If self is always at the back, you have the best of relationship. That's why you're wondering, but there are some non-believers that have a good marriage. Yes. That's why when God comes, the first thing he wants to deal with is you. If he can deal with you, then you are good to go. The Lord will help us.